So I want to start with what is the standard. Now when you see the standard is a public statement about what all principals in Australia actually know, understand and do. Here we decided we wanted a standard. We wanted a public statement and we wanted a standard which might appear like a meta standard, i.e. something above the 57 other standards. Something that sat above. Acknowledge the fact that those 57 standards were critically important. This is no way replacing them, because they're very detailed, a lot of them. They talk about all the individual capabilities you need. So it was a standard. Now, if you take that image of a standard, like flag-bearing standard in the ground, the standard of excellence to which all principals work is where we were, is what we wanted to have. So it had to have in it excellence. It had to be inspirational and aspirational. It had to be as future-focused as we could make it, whilst actually being relevant for today. So we ended up with this standard, which is an integrated model. So when you read it, don't pick it off as separate ticky box statements. It's integrated as one standard. Another point which was really critical for people was that the statement was written in as common language as we could get it. So what does it capture then as a standard? It captures these things that you can see here on this slide. First of all, the role is about raising achievement. It's about the student. It's about student learning. There is a huge body of research evidence now that links not only the teacher to the quality that a student gets at the end of their course or their outcomes, but also the role of the principal. Because the role of the principal is critical in enabling the teachers to do their role effectively. Another real driver about making a difference is the driver about equity and excellence. I think as we live in this world that we all inhabit, there are more and more things which are unequal. And in our own communities, we have children from less privileged backgrounds with whom we work. And this is about how do you get the best for every child. Creating a school where quality teaching and learning can thrive. If that's not the role of the principal, I don't know what is really. That's really at the focus for making a difference. So how do we create that culture? You talked about relationships. How do we work with people to create that culture, to make that difference? Meeting the needs of the community. I think this is absolutely critical. And you know, communities change constantly, don't they? Increasingly in the literature, we talk about system leadership. What's the role of the principal in helping to shape the wider education community? How is it? You know, you're all guardians of the welfare of these young people within the communities in which you work. And I would say to you, that isn't just your own school community. That's the community in which you work, both locally, regionally, and even nationally and globally. Leadership is about creating new realities. You do that every day for the children in your care. It's about creating those new realities. So I guess some of the stuff I'm talking about is what people would encompass in that word, or those words, moral purpose.